Good afternoon. Well, I think we have a couple of viewers at least watching this live stream. I'm going to do an unboxing of the Roly LaserMatic 10. It's a very cool diode. It has all the features that you would need in a diode. I mean, it even has a LightBurn camera built in to the cover. So we'll go over all those features as we get into the unboxing. And I also have Rich, LA Hobby Guy, with me today. He's going to be monitoring any comments and adding his 2 cents in to the unboxing video. So yeah, Rich, if you want to say hi, go right ahead.
Howdy, everybody. How you all doing today? Hey, Jerry, good to see you.
Hey, Jerry, Rich is here. All right, cool.
I am also doing, I just did an unboxing, and I just assembled a laser over here. I'll give you a quick peek, because this is Patrick's screen, but here's a quick peek of it. The 36-watt idea. It's got autofocus, it's got the MA command, blah, blah, blah. That's what I'm doing today.
It's fun. Unboxing stuff is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with that. I have a couple different camera angles. I'm going to show you a camera angle that will show me pulling pieces out of the box, and then I'll lay those out on the table as best I can and then get a nice overhead shot so you can see all the different parts and pieces, and we'll identify those and go through it. Don't want to spend a whole lot of time on the live stream, but enough so that everybody is familiar with the LaserMatic 10. And then there's a link in the description that'll take you and show it to you on Amazon. It is an affiliate link. But of course, those help the channel. Yep. Rich, your volume was a little low.
Oh, okay. I have it on auto, so I don't really have a volume control on this mic.
That's better than what it was.
It's just the same.
And
maybe with the music off, that makes it better. Patrick, can't hear your mic. I cannot hear you, sir. We are having technical difficulties. Please stand by. There we go. I hear you now, I think. Say something. Hello. Nope, nothing. Nope. Funny, because this was just working fine. We tested everything before the stream. And we can always...
all right, I switched microphones.
There we go. Now I can hear you loud and clear. Sorry.
For some reason, my Rode wireless main unit did not charge up.
Well, that actually sounds pretty good. So you're good.
And that's the headset in these, what are they, the G435 Logitech headphones. They're inexpensive, but they work well.
Cool.
All right. So hopefully you can see.
Jerry,
I did already.
My software, I can't turn off the mic. It's all the way up. It's on auto.
So the first thing I see when I open this box is a lot of foam and, let's see, plastic. Everything is taped and sealed into one big package.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
the
very
first thing I
nice.
noticed too, is that it's really super well packed.
It is. That's impressive. All right, I'm going to cut too far because we don't want to cut into the machine.
Hang on, you gotta switch cameras. We can't see you.
Oh, that's right. I switched back, didn't I?
Stand by, everyone.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, so I opened it up, and now here you see all the foam and the plastic. Everything in the box is enclosed in this plastic.
Yeah, and it's a heavy duty plastic. It's not like the hand wrap you find in a lot of.
Yeah, this isn't going to rip by hand very easily. Get all the corners so I can lay it open here. And first piece of foam is out. Let's see. It looks like this top piece of acrylic is not broke. So here is the lid. And you'll see there is a camera built in to the lid of the enclosure.
By the way, folks, we will be doing a LaserMatic 10 only live stream on LaserMakersrealm, where all three of us are going to have, or actually all three of us have this already right now. And Patrick and Steve are putting theirs together.
Here is the rear of the enclosure with the built-in exhaust fan.
That exhaust fan has been upgraded, by the way, from version 1.
Another piece of the panel. Other side panel.
Awesome, Jerry. I'm going to ask the folks at Ortur to see if they'll send me one. I have about 6 of them, but none of them fit the LM6.
There is a very nice honeycomb. It looks nice and flat. Let me just set this off to the side. I'm going to move these panels out of the way.
Again, all of that plastic that they're wrapped in is super thick. Thick, heavy gauge.
More foam. That is a very thick and well printed user manual. Well, that's impressive.
And it's in English.
That might be the best, just at first glance, the best user manual I've ever saw with one of these lasers. Let me see, let me pull this out. Air assist. No mistaking what that is. Important items.
I like that one.
Yeah, that was good. This is also impressive, what you get for the price. A low profile rotary that will fit inside that enclosure.
Yeah, that is the world's lowest profile rotary right there.
Pop the power cord. All right, and here is the X Gantry and laser module. Linear rails. Nice cable chain hidden in there. some ducting. And that is all that's on the first layer of coating. And here is the frame. Box of starter practice material. And that appears to be everything out of the box.
Inside that starter material, Patrick, there is the actual test from the factory of your unit.
Yep, there it is.
And it's signed by the technician that tested it.
4/22/23. It was tested. Even the dither method. Atkinson 317 DPI. Example settings. How cool is that? All right, now let's compile these pieces. Grab the manual. The important items. Here it says. Put the phone back in. I'm going to keep this box. I'll make it look neat later.
Patrick, I will be right back. I'm going to check and see if I have the microphone.
Yes, sir. All right. Put the honeycomb there. All right, now I'm going to switch to an overhead view so you guys can see.
Hopefully that fixed my audio.
Yes, much better.
Okay.
So again, here's the practice card, or the calibration card. So it shows you your settings and how it was calibrated, and the practice material. Now I will slice open the important items box. Some rubber bands, hex keys, zip ties, USB cable, screws that are all labeled as to where they go. Enclosure door, enclosure panels, X-axis. There's the focal gauge. Engraving, cutting, cutting. That is nice, machined out of aluminum. USB drive.
And that USB drive is laser engraved.
Yes, it is. Roly laser. I can get a close up with the other camera.
For folks that don't know what the rubber bands are for, that's for the rotary accessory. So if you're doing like a tumbler, you put the rubber bands on the tumbler, and that keeps it from moving around on the rollers.
And then again, here's the owner's manual.
Yeah, that's just amazing too, that cardstock that it's made out of.
It has a table of contents, and it's in color and in English.
Doesn't get much easier than that.
No, this is Super nice. QR code. Prefer an assembly video, we've got that too.
I don't think you'll need that.
I don't think so. Yeah. Very nice. So from the picture, the orientation would be this way. And it's correct because I see a power button in the front.
Okay, Jerry, I will be talking to Leo tomorrow, so I will let him know. I've already got you on the list, so I'll let you know.
What was Jerry saying? I'm not even looking at the comments.
Jerry was saying that he wanted to contact Leo to possibly test one for a review video.
Oh, cool.
So I already have him on the list of reviewers, and Leo's already got that, but I'll just remind him. I know he's trying to catch up right now with orders and keep Amazon stocked. So it might not be till next month, Jerry, but I will touch base with him.
So assembly instructions, the first thing we do is lower the X-axis onto the machine. And let's see.
You got that upside down there.
Yeah,
Patrick?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm just figuring out which screws I needed.
Oh, I got you.
Oh, they're labeled, so I don't have to worry about that.
Yes, sir.
X-axis, right there they are. I was like, where in the heck did I put those things?
And the fit on this is incredible when it drops in.
I will use the included tools so I can keep this authentic. I should have brought my scissors over.
That's what you got teeth for.
That's true. Very handy for opening packages. All right, let's back this up. So the first thing we want to do is put this screw in here. Oops. Well, that is a very snug, smooth fit.
Very precision.
Just one screw and it's already pretty much lined up.
Yep.
The second one, I didn't even have to line up.
Yeah, they did an amazing job on the engineering of this thing.
And there's no lining these two screws up either.
Nope.
I don't know if you can see it from top down, but the holes are just
Yeah, it's a solid fit
there.
on that side.
Yep, they're just there.
Unlike what I went through earlier on the IKEA.
Just snug that down a little bit. All right, X-axis is done. Plug in the Y-axis stepper motor cable and connect the consolidated cable. Sorry, had an itch.
That's going
Let's
to be
see.
cables in the
This
bottom
is-
left corner.
Yeah. Then move this out of the way.
Right where your left hand is. Oh, where your
Yeah,
left
I'm just inspecting all these cables. I see those there. I'm going to walk around the other side because it'll be much easier.
Yeah, I think so.
This is 1 and 2. All right, that's done. That was easy. I don't know if you know this, but I like to tinker and modify a lot of my machines. So I'm just kind of inspecting all the parts and where everything is as I go. I'm not going to modify this one, though.
There ain't much to modify on this one.
No, it looks like it's all ready to roll. Feed one end of the air assist tube through the hole on the back of the machine. Thread the under end of the tube through the 2 guide points along the x-axis. And I'm reading this verbatim, and it is easy to understand. Finally, thread the tube through the guide point on the laser module and attach to the air assist nozzle. Well, that's very straightforward.
Happy birthday, Jerry. Jerry said he took his dog to the vet yesterday, and the lady gave him a discount. When he got home, he looked at the receipt. It was a senior discount.
It wasn't a birthday discount?
Happy 59, Jerry.
Oh, how funny.
Kate's saying hello. Hi, Kate.
Hello, Kate. Where is the air assist tubing hiding?
It's inside the machine.
Okay. Indeed it is, right there.
Sorry, I should have told you that.
No, that's okay. Oh, how nice. They already have it in the cable chain.
Yep. Yep. You just feed
amazing.
it up. Mm-hmm. I do wish that.
Say, I don't want any hints. I want this to be as
okay.
As blind as possible, so that if anybody's watching, then they'll know that they can do it too. If I can do it, they can do it.
I do wish that hose was a little bit longer. I'm going to suggest that to Leo for the air assist, because it sort of requires that it be right on that back left corner.
So there's 1 and 2. And then feed right through there, right on the nozzle. That cannot be any more simple.
I think you missed one hole up on top.
Did I?
There's another guide plate up on the top. Nope, on top of the module. On top of the laser module.
I don't see one. And there's not one in the instructions.
Okay, mine has one on top. They may have changed it.
Okay. Yeah, in the picture, it's just coming directly into the guide on the side.
Oh, could be right. I could be wrong. I'm not in front of mine right now, but I can be. I'm going to go take a look.
All right, now side panels. Attach enclosure side panels onto machine base using B screws. And B screws right there.
Now you are right. There is only one.
I mean, I am rarely ever wrong.
I'll agree with that.
You can ask my wife. She'll tell you the same thing.
That's what she told me.
Yeah. Yeah. If anybody believes that, they're kidding themselves. All right, so lots of screws for these panels. So we got 2 side panels, 4 screws each panel, so that is 8.
Yeah, that's pretty much the entire assembly is screwing on the panels.
Yep. Now what I do with these?
Actually, cutting through that plastic, you need a good sharp knife. That's the hardest part, is getting the plastic off.
Yeah, I want to take the plastic off without damaging that nice looking acrylic too.
If anybody's got any questions or comments, pop them in the chat. I am watching the chat. I'll put that up on screen for Patrick.
This plastic is impressive. So here's top panel open for when I need it. Just cut through these side panels real fast.
Don't you just love how thick that plastic is?
Yeah, and it's not the real sticky kind either, as far as sticking to itself.
Yeah, I always damage acrylic when I take off the covers.
Here's one. And the side panels are different. Yes. I'll show you that on camera as soon as I get this one open. Our side panels are the same. Nope, this one has an extra little cutout right here.
I'm not going to tell you.
I don't want to know. So I will consult the instructions and then we'll figure it out. All right, I'm carrying this back with me. The hardest part is finding enough room for all this stuff. Well, I have my phone set on Do Not Disturb, but the alarm's still on.
Well, time to wake up. Yeah, the alarm still works on Do Not Disturb.
No, the rail, this is the back portion of the panel, so there's only one way they can go, and it's that way.
You got it.
Move that one. And that one here. Well,
and this is one that I've refrained from using my electric screwdriver on. Whenever I screw anything to acrylic to anything, I never use the electric screwdriver.
let me see. Can you guys see?
Yep.
Right here where my finger is an antenna.
Mm-hmm.
So we can get into that. But that antenna is so that this machine will connect to your internet connection, and then you can use a web browser interface to send jobs to it. So you would compile your G-code file in LightBurn and then use your web interface to send that to this machine.
Yep. I love the web UI. It uses the standard web UI. So it's a browser-based software. And the connection is solid. They put the antenna in the right place, not behind the frame.
So question, with the camera, does it provide a web-based feed?
No, it does not.
Okay.
No, the web
to use
UI
the camera, you have to be hardwired?
to LightBurn, yes. Yeah, the camera has its own USB plug There are two USB connections, one for LightBurn from the control board and one directly from the camera.
Now, I know to use the camera with LightBurn, I figured it would have to be physically connected,
Yes,
you know,
sir.
to your computer, but I didn't know if you didn't want to use it with LightBurn and just wanted to use it as a standalone webcam to monitor the device.
Right. You can use it that way as well. So by opening the camera app on your computer and making sure that the camera selection in LightBurn is set to none.
Okay. That was the question I had. All right, I'm going to walk around to the back side and get these other 4 screws. It's nice that that acrylic stood up by itself and I didn't have to jostle anything around to get it to line up. These are just going exactly where they're supposed to go.
Yeah, everything is. The machine is very precision, everything about it.
I think one thing that really pleased me opening this box and inspecting everything is I did not see one freaking T-nut.
Oh, God, I hate those things.
You and me both.
Especially after you've assembled some extrusion and then find out that, oh, one of them goes in between that.
Yep, then you got to take it apart and put the thing in. Unless they're the skinnier ones that you can slide in from the front, but then they tend to not hold as well.
The entire industry is moving away from the 2020, 2030 extrusion. So they're moving more to the linear rail system.
So, oh, they're finally getting to the 2023s.
Yeah, they're coming into the 21st century.
yeah, because that's what here it is. Now I'm going to assume these are the light connections, but I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to follow the instructions.
Oh, and I should have told you before you put them on to show them the LED lights. They're actually really nice LEDs that are enclosed in glass.
I can get a shot of those, and then I can switch to the other camera.
That they are not LED light strips, you know, that stick on like you find on most machines. They're actually built into the frame.
All right. I'm going to try not to give you any motion sickness. Here is the antenna for the web interface. And then, let's see.
Look at that.
Can you see those?
Yep, completely enclosed. And diffused, by the way. A lot of thought went into the engineering of this machine.
I'll give you a nice close-up of the inside. See all those nice tidy wires?
Those standoffs are for the honeycomb bed so that it sits in an exact position.
That's a nice beefy Z adjustment.
Yeah, it sure is.
Not acrylic, not plastic. That's steel. It's not even aluminum. All right, now let me switch back. I'm gonna swing. Sorry for the movement. I'm swinging the camera arm out of the way. All right, where was I? Next page. Attach enclosure back panel using B screws. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 on each side. Then the next step will be connect cables for the light strips on each side as well as the exhaust fan.
You got it. Jerry says he put his Ortur back next to his K40 in the house and will move the spray booth to the garage to make room for the next future laser. I think he's giving everybody a hint there.
See, next I'm going to need to get with Jerry and work on getting a CNC. He's doing some neat stuff with that CNC that he just got.
Yeah, he built that CNC. If that's what I'm thinking of. Jerry, is that what he's talking about? The one that you built?
He has the new Sane Smart.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's got a new Sane Smart, and he's made a really cool Cyclone exhaust system that he printed the Cyclone container.
We've been so busy lately. I haven't been watching anything on YouTube. Sorry about that, Jerry. I will go check that out.
All right, so we're still using B screws. These are lined up perfect again. Normally, I don't tighten anything down because you have to go back and wiggle everything around to get stuff to fit.
There's no wiggling. Not on this.
I could have tightened these. I could have tightened those two screws down, and these forward to back would still line up.
That's one thing that really shocked me when I first got this machine was, and I always do the same thing. I just snug them up a little bit, but I learned after putting the first panel on, after putting the gantry on, it's like, everything fits just so perfect. I'm just going to tighten them as I go. And take a close look at on your next step when you get to those hinges. Take a close look at those hinges, the material that they're made out of.
Yeah, I'll have to get a close up of those. Those are beefy. For what? Gosh, for what they are, it's impressive. See, this was lined up perfect if I could just hold the screw straight.
Nice. That's nice, Jerry. Jerry's saying he put his Makita on that new CNC. And it looks like the Onefinity, but only 15.5 by 15.5 working area. Yeah, like a mini Onefinity. Nice.
Oh my gosh.
With the Makita on it, that's nice.
Those hinges are rock solid.
Yep, they sure are.
All right, so while I'm back here, I can go ahead and connect the lights and the fan.
I remember on my forum, somebody asked me if those hinges were 3D printed in silver, in silver film. I said, no, they're not.
Jerry, I have a big 3D printing job it's actually for my dad's company. Big as in it's going to take a long time to print all these parts, but they make methane safety monitors for the mines that go on the front of the miner. And I'm printing.
Wait, Patrick, say that again because you broke up there.
Oh, sorry.
You make what?
Methane monitors that attach to the end of the longwall miners.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I'll be 3D printing the housings for the monitors and the sensors and everything for them to use for training units. So for their training units, and so that it looks like metal and has the same dimensions as their metal parts, but costs less and doesn't weigh as much. So
by the way, for you folks that are just joining in, you can watch the replay. Patrick will be posting a replay of this after the live. So you can watch the whole thing from the beginning if you like on the replay.
All right, now we're on to the next page. Install the cover panel. First, we must go in at a downward angle, or at an angle. Okay, you see how it's showing in the picture that it is at an angle. Slip the top cover up against the back panel, fasten with A screws. So let's open up the A screws first. Then
This
I'll
is
retrieve
by far
the panel.
the best assembly manual I've ever seen for any product I've ever gotten, in my opinion.
That would be hard to argue with, definitely. I got to get a close-up of this camera.
It's a nice camera. It's an actual LightBurn camera.
All right, panel is out of the plastic. Sorry for that little delay there. All right, so it has to go in at a downward angle. And there it is.
Those guides are just, you know, the rail across the top with the guides makes it just perfect. Precision all the way around.
Now I can see why they have it standing up that way. Let's see. Acrylic pieces are handmade. Slight gaps and misalignment is normal.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I left my screws in there. That wasn't smart.
Yeah, all of the acrylic is all handmade.
Those hinges are beefy.
They are.
Like you open that thing, open the lid up, it's not going to slam back down on your fingers.
No, if a little breeze comes by, it's not going to slam on you. Now, those I didn't tighten until I got them all started. And I checked the alignment on the sides.
I don't have it snug all the way down.
And folks, this is an all-in-one laser. So there are no accessories to buy.
I thought this was going to be, you know, pain in the butt because of all the screws on the acrylic. And actually, these aren't even bad. Everything's lined up. Even the lid. Those screws just drop right in there.
And when you close the lid, there are two switches that activate the safety on this. So if you open the lid while it's engraving, those switches will turn off the laser.
Will it restart the job, or is it game over at that point?
No, the job keeps going. Just the laser turns off. I do wish it would stop to pause the job, but it doesn't. It's just for safety. And
yeah,
there is instructions in the manual. There are jumper switches if you want to unplug them and bypass those switches. Mine are bypassed right now.
Yeah, I can see me doing that. And there we have it.
Oh, and one thing I did notice with the little bumpers on the front of the lid that activate the switches, mine were a little loose when I put mine together. You might want to check and make sure they're tight.
Those are tight. All right, now let's do this. I'll give you a close-up of the camera. And then there's the wiring, and then it has this nice aluminum protective housing on the top.
And that thing is nice. That cover is incredible. And so are the hinges. Made out of the same metal.
And the handle spacers.
And that allows airflow in. When you have an exhaust sucking air out, you need to have air in. That's what that extra piece in the front is on the handle.
So that creates a nice airflow right across the surface of your material.
Exactly.
To help remove the smoke out of the way.
In the next version of this machine, there'll be a larger one with a pass-through in the back as well.
All right, back to the instruction manual. We have our lid. Use the pre-positioned zip tie on the back panel to tie down the camera cable. Pass the cable through the cable clips before exiting the enclosure through a hole on the left side. So that's what the hole that's cutting that acrylic is for.
Yep.
Yep, camera exit. Let's see, adjusting belt tension. You use the Allen keys on the side and adjust right through the frame.
Yep. Yeah, you got to unlock them first. Mm-hmm. The belt should be properly tensioned from the factory. That's only for future reference.
Okay, let me run this cable. Out the back. Yeah. Smart. All right, I'll zip tie that in a little bit. Let me grab the honeycomb.
One thing I can say about the assembly of this machine is there are no, oh man, I forgot to do, it's such a simple assembly. The time that it takes is only putting in the screws. That's it, really.
So your honeycomb.
Make sure you got the numbers oriented properly. 0, 0, front left.
Yep. There's a 0 and a 0.
Yep.
So, oh, that doesn't move around at all.
No, that's a precision fit. I did notice that they do have like a millimeter on each side of movement. And so I found that on my machine, when I put the honeycomb in, if I push it to the back and to the left, it just barely moves. That's absolute coordinates.
No, that's impressive. I guess that's basically it, other than
yeah,
attaching your airline to the air compressor.
Yeah.
A couple more zip ties to go. You can show the rotary.
Yeah.
I would like to take a look at that hands-on.
That rotary is also precision. It only fits in one way.
So the rotary indexes to these pins in the bed.
Yes, sir. And it has its own port, so you don't have to unplug the Y or anything like that.
See, now you're getting into advanced features.
Yeah. Oh, it has a lot of advanced features on the USB stick. You get
Get a library of settings.
my library, yeah.
Yep.
Plus, you get an LB set file when you install the software that sets up all of the settings and all of the positions of the roller. So, I mean, it's very simple software setup, just as easy as the hardware setup. Jerry is 400 by 406. Jerry's asking what size the bed is.
Well, holy moly. Isn't that skinny?
The lowest profile roller on the market, yeah. And spring-loaded knobs there. So when you unscrew the knobs, they're spring-loaded. They only drop into one spot. All 5 of those positions will be in LightBurn, where you just pick a position and the laser will move to the dead center of those positions in LightBurn.
Wow. That's amazing. And the belt keeps tension.
Yep.
No matter what's... Yeah, the belt has tension on it no matter what spot this is in.
Yep.
So... piece number 1, cable, and piece number 2.
That's the riser.
Boy, that's a nice machine knurled knob on that too. I cannot believe how skinny this is.
Yeah.
All right, and where does it index to in the bottom?
It's going to index to that bottom left pin right where you are. Jerry, the chuck roller is coming out soon. So it will have a chuck roller, but I'm telling you that this roller works really, really well. You got to get it just right.
It'll index if I can find the right spot. There.
Yeah, it's a perfect
it's in there and it's not moving.
Yep. Now the riser indexes to the next 2 to the right.
And it indexes based on which position you have your rotary in.
Exactly.
So this is
pretty incredible setup
in the center.
So now if you're in position number 5, which you are, in LightBurn, you go to the Move tab and you pull down the menu and you choose 5, and the laser module will move directly to the center of your item. Really incredible. Well, this was really, really, really thought out.
That's amazing.
Jim, there's no comparison between the Roly and the Laser Master 3. The Ortur Laser Master 3 does not compare in any way, shape, or form to this machine.
And there's stepper motor cable.
You can see on the control board, it's got its own port on the bottom.
Yep. It's right there and waiting. So right there's where that plugs in. It's right there. Gotta say, it's pretty impressive. Well, that's it for unboxing and assembly.
Good job, man. That was easy. Yeah, 55 minutes, and that's including technical difficulties and, doing this live.
Yeah, that's a nice, I think, walkthrough for anybody that buys one of these. You see how simple they are. Or before you buy one, you can see how simple it is. So anybody can do it.
Exactly. And I just wanted to say one more time that Jim was saying here he's torn between the Roly and the Laser Master 3. That is absolutely not even a comparison.
Yeah. After messing with this, I think it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Which one I would.
And there are no accessories to buy.
No, that's the beauty of this. It's all in one. You've got air, you've got camera, you have a rotary, and they're all
Closure,
pre-configured because your the camera is already calibrated. So there's another step that you don't have to go through.
Mm-hmm. Top notch. Good job, Patrick.
Yep. Well, I think that's it. I'll conclude this live stream and then get the replay up. Check the description for all my important links, such as the link to purchase a Roly, Amazon affiliate link, my Patreon, Facebook, all that good stuff. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for Rich for being here, helping me out with the comments. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment. Have a good day.
Bye, everybody.